The Newscatcher Expert Advisor is not a new expert advisor, but an old one that was relaunched 1 month ago. So I've been testing it for the past month. The best thing about this expert advisor is that it is a low risk expert advisor, so that there is no grid and no martingale. But if you do like a grid martingale, there are set files you can take to apply grid martingale to this safe expert advisor. This is the official MyFX book for the Newscatcher Pro. This one is a real IC markets, and this account started off at $200 and is currently up at $374, which is about 80% profits. And from a drawdown perspective, remember that this is very aggressive settings for a $200 account, so the drawdowns is at about 17.2%. There are some really interesting statistics for this account. So first of all, if we take a look at the summary, you'll see that it trades 3 different currencies per pair: the Euro Pound, Euro USD, and Pound USD. And overall, we've seen a fairly high win rate across all 3 at 95, 99, and 95%. Which generally is really unheard of in the Forex trading world. And if we take a look at the trades, we've had a total of 175 trades, and the win rate again is reasonably high at 97% for longs and 95% for losses. Bear in mind that generally when you have a high win rate, you will generally see losses bigger than your wins, and that's consistent here. You can see the average win is about $1.64, whereas the average loss is much bigger at about $17. And taking a look at all the trades that have happened so far, currently there are no trades, but you will see them here if there are some. And from a history perspective, we'll take a look at the lots. So right now we're trading at 0.01 lot size. Whoops. And we're back when the account started in 2023, again 0.01 lot size. This is my own live account trading the Newscatcher at 0.01 lots, and this one has been going for 36 days, which is about exactly the same time that the Expert Advisor was relaunched. And you can see it trades the 3 different currency pairs: Euro Pound, Euro US, and Pound US. This is a real account on the IC Markets broker, and this one also started at about $200, and you can see every single trade so far has been profitable, resulting in a 100% win rate in the past 36 days of trading. What's important to note is this chart here, the historic floating profit and loss hourly. Notice that a lot of the times we are in a drawdown of about between $10 to $15. So keep an eye on that. And it doesn't trade all the time. See, there's a whole, probably a week here where there were no trades at all. This is my live account running the Newscatcher on IC Markets. Now, I do have this one on a VPS because it is on IC Markets. I want to have the smallest ping closest to my server. So my ping currently is at 1.92, which is on a New York City servers in New York. So I do want to have the lowest ping for this Expert Advisor because it is trying to catch the news. And currently we do have one open trade with a floating loss of $10.56. And you can see the balance of this account is at $211. And if I take a look at the account history, every single trade so far has been profitable. This one does not have any grid or any martingale. And every single trade has been at 0.01 lot size. And from a chart perspective, even though this one is trading at 3 different currency pairs, you only needed to attach it to one chart, any chart on the 5-minute time frame. I do want to make a correction to a statement I made in a previous video because I thought this one was a scalping Expert Advisor. It is not, because you can have trades open for a while. You can see this trade was opened on the 6th and it was closed on the 7th. Here are the trades on a chart. These are the Euro US trades over the past few weeks, and you can see every single one is a standalone trade, no grid and no martingale with the default settings. But notice the size of the take profit, which is reasonably small, versus the size of the stop loss, which is reasonably big. These are the Pound US trades. Again, we've got a mixture of sells and buys. And lastly, Euro Pound. You'll see that a lot of the times it does take profit reasonably quickly, but sometimes like this trade here, which is a buy trade and price went down, it took a while for it to eventually hit take profit. Here is a backtest on IC Markets MT5 terminal with the Newscatcher Pro from 2020, January the 1st, all the way up to today. And I've inserted a 10 millisecond delay using every tick based on real ticks. I want to show you how that this can work on a small account because there is absolutely no grid and no martingale. So we're looking at $200 USD with a 500 to 1 leverage. And the default settings are all here, just defaults. You can see it's fixed lots at 0.01 lot size, and the backtest results show we've made $1,000 with a $74 drawdown, which is fantastic. What's really fascinating about this expert advisor is the really high win rates. The percentage of short trades won is 98%, and the percentage of long trades run is about 98% as well. And as you can see, the equity chart is reasonably smooth with a few bumps in the way where you can see the stop loss has been hit. The average consecutive losses is only 1, whereas the average consecutive wins is 58. Let's rerun the test. This time, instead of fixed lots, we're going to go with high risk settings at 10% and press start. Backtesting is done. So based on very high risk settings, we've made $2,980 worth of profit from a $200 account, and our drawdown is $249, and our average consecutive wins and average consecutive losses remains the same at 58 and 1. The equity chart you can see here, like most percentage-based tests, is exponential. So you can see the dips here are much bigger. Looking at every single trade that has happened, you can see this account started off at $200 and we're trading at 0.01 lot size. And you can see it trades the 3 different currency pairs, Euro US, Pound US, and Euro Pound. I'll scroll the way a little bit halfway. You can see slowly we're increasing our lot size to 0.02 and 0.03, 0.05, all the way at the bottom. Now we're at 0.15 lot per trade. Next, we've got the use catcher in recovery mode if you like grid martingale expert advisors. And this one has started earlier, back in September 2022. And this one is a bigger account because you need bigger accounts for grid martingale expert advisors. So the deposit is $400 and the profit so far is also at about 82%, and the balance is $729. The drawdown, interestingly, is lower than the other account at 11%, possibly because this is a bigger account. Let's take a look at the statistics again. We've got the same 3 different currency pairs, and we look at the trade statistics. So here, because it is grid martingales, we've seen a lower win rate at 90% and 86%, but that's also because this account has been trading for much longer as well. And the differences between the average win and average loss is smaller here, whereas our average win is $3 and our average loss is about $8. And from an open trades perspective, currently there are 2 open trades for Euro US, and from a history perspective, right now we're trading at an initial lot size of 0.01, and when we first started, we've also started trading at 0.01 back in 2022, and the biggest lot size we've seen is 0.04, which is not bad. Next is my own account testing the recovery method for the news catcher, and this one hasn't been going for that long, about 8 days, because I want to see the drawdown of this expert advisor. This one is set to low risk, so don't worry about the balance. This is just an old account that I have, so that's why the statistics are a bit stuffed up, because FX Blue doesn't like it when you try and reuse old demo accounts. So notice that the currencies are about the same, and the profits is about $36 with a current floating profit and loss of $35.99, and the drawdowns, being a grid martingale, they can be higher, so this one's at negative $100. This is my demo account running on IC Markets, running the recovery mode, and based on a balance of 4,800, it has calculated the lot size of low risk settings to 0.02. And currently we do have 1 trade open at about negative $35 in floating losses. And if we take a look at the account history of all the trades that have taken place so far, we've made a total of $36.47, and every single trade so far has been profitable. While I'm waiting for the backtest to run, I'll scroll down through the settings. And so this is the recovery mode settings that I'm about to show you. And scrolling down some more if you wanted to take a screen print and look at the settings in detail. Backtesting is done. Remember that our first initial lot size is fixed at 0.01 and we made a profit of $1,400 with a drawdown of $253. And the graph is typical of general grid martingale expert advisors with the occasional sharp spike down below where taking recovery trades. And the biggest recovery trade we've seen so far is 2022 in August, where the drawdown is about $250. So let's take a look at the trades, and I'm going to sort by volume so we understand what the biggest lot size we had during August of 2022, and the biggest lot size isn't too bad here at 0.08 lots on the pound USD. This is the culprit in question, which caused a series of 4 trades, first trade being 0.01 and the biggest trade being 0.08 back in 26th of August 2023, and we got out just right at the top of the candle right there. Apart from that, there have been no other really big trades resulting in the grid martingale that's necessary. Most of them you see are single trades with the occasional 2-trade group. This is the vendor's website, which I will post a link to below. You can buy this expert advisor from the MQL5 marketplace, but you'll find that the price is slightly more expensive, currently at $2,600 USD. Whereas if you buy it from Valerie's website, you'll see it is much cheaper. The results so far for this expert advisor, based on my own 1 month of trading and the vendor's few months of trading, does look promising. But if you're looking for something with a bit more of a track record, then watch this video right here where I've been testing the Percept AI expert advisor for 9 months now.